Well, we're chatting to New Zealand coach Darren Bazeley ahead of the FIFA World Cup Oceania Qualifiers. An exciting time, Darren, for you and obviously your management team, your players, knowing that the chance to start that road to 2026 in Mexico, Canada, and the US is just about upon you. And of course, a place to start being Vanuatu, where you were successful earlier this year. You know the conditions at that VFF Freshwater Stadium where you were at for the Nations Cup.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're excited. We've known this is coming. We've had some good fixtures through the year, and yeah, this is the business end now. This is what everything's about, qualifying for the World Cup. So, yeah, we know we've got these games ahead of ourselves in the next three windows to we make sure we do our jobs.
How important, I guess, in hindsight too, just playing. I know you may have a slightly different squad. You can have a very strong squad, but some of the players at least will have played in the islands and certainly played during the Nations Cup against some of the sorts of teams that you'll be playing. I know you're playing Vanuatu, for example, in your group. How important is it going to be for you in terms of your preparation? Just knowing, exactly kind of what you're going to come up against.
Yeah, I mean the Nations Cup was a different tournament, but it was a good experience, and so we have had experience playing in the islands in Vanuatu, so that was good for us. Yeah, I mean we expect all of the islands to have improved, and there'll be some changes, I'm sure, within every single squad as we will have. So we just need to make sure that we're ready. We've got some experience previously of playing against these teams in these conditions, so that's good, and that will help us, but. We know that each time we play, there's that element of risk in the game, and we need to make sure that we turn up ready to do our jobs.
New Zealand, of course, the All Whites go into the competition as favourites. You can never claim an underdogs tag, and especially too now that there is 1.5 spots for Oceania at a FIFA World Cup for the first time, direct entry for a first time. And I know for some players, perhaps maybe even the management, that's in the back of your mind. So as a coach, do you sort of get everyone to literally take it one game at a time and kind of compartmentalize everything and focus on what the immediate tasks ahead rather than looking ahead too much to March next year?
It's a bit of a cliche. I like take every game, but it's what coaches do. When we've just come off the back of a tour where we played, countries ranked 16 and 17 in the world with Mexico and USA, and we did the same there. You prepare fully for every opponent, and you're aware of their strengths and their weaknesses and what sort of things they'll bring to the game, and we'll do that for every team that we play. I've got great staff here that are very professional and that make sure that we understand what we're going into, and then it's our jobs to prep the players ready for they're going into in each game. But we're very lucky. We've got a great set of players as well. And every time they step into an environment, they're very professional, and they're very aware of the job that they need to do over the next three windows.
You haven't named your squad yet as we speak today, but possibly by the time this interview goes to air, you may have. And I guess you've experienced that passion they have for football in Vanuatu in the Nations Cup. And I know they'll be dying to see players like Chris Wood, Libby Kakachi, etc. In your squad. I'd imagine you'd almost revel in that kind of atmosphere that they can create there. It'll be a good experience again when you do head up to Port Vila.
Yeah, I mean the Nations Cup was a great experience, and we had some matches with a great atmosphere, and big crowds, which was great. And the players love that. The players love playing in good environments, whether that's slightly hostile or not. We just played Mexico away, and there was quite a few Mexicans in the stadium on the day. And they're the games. The players want to play in big crowds and big games now. These are World Cup qualifiers, so all the players are aware this is the business end for us. They all want to go to the World Cup. Some of them have been before, like Woodsy and that. And everybody, it's the pinnacle event for football. So, we won't take anything lightly. We won't take any game lightly, and the players and the staff are all aware of the potential issues around playing these opponents and these games, and we'll just make sure that we're ready for each individual opponent.
Tahiti is your first opponent. You didn't play them in the Nations Cup. No doubt you've done a little bit of homework on Sam Garcia's men, and what are your sort of early thoughts as you start thinking about that match on October the 11th?
No, we did play them. We played them
You
in
did play
the
them. Yes,
groups.
you did.
Yeah, we
course you
can
did.
play
Yes,
them.
yes, same group play.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, so I mean, yeah, we'll go back and make sure we look at that game and see how that game played out. But every game is going to be different. This is now a World Cup qualifier. I'm sure Tahiti will have slightly different squad. Plus, they'll have had a bit of time together to prepare. They've had a look at us as well. I know Sam pretty well. We're on some similar coaching courses, and he's a top guy and a good coach. So, yeah, we'll know that they'll come with a plan. We've played them over the years, and it's not always been easy games. So yeah, we need to make sure that we turn up, we're ready, that we're aware of what the opposition are going to bring, and that the players come and do their jobs.
And how exciting is it for the fact that in the November window, if we just briefly look ahead, the matches are going to be in New Zealand. The All Whites don't play in New Zealand very often. The first time in Hamilton for a long, long time. I mean, that must bring a lot of excitement too for some of the players, some of the overseas-based players to come back to play in front of the New Zealand fans, which you'll get in Hamilton and at Mount Smart, Go Media Mount Smart in Auckland.
Yeah, I mean, it's key that we bring games back to New Zealand for the fans and for the families and friends of all the players. So the players are really excited to come back. They love coming back and playing here, and it's great for us that we've managed to get these games in New Zealand. That obviously means that we're aware of the level of the pitch and everything, and the climate's not so much of an issue as what it could be if we were playing in a different place. So yeah, that's a big advantage for us. It doesn't mean you get the win. You need to still go out there on the pitch and do your job and make sure that we are ready for every single game, and we will be. But yeah, it's exciting to be playing so many games here in this part of the world, but also in New Zealand.